As you may know, Luke Skywalker appeared in the final episode of The Mandalorian Season 2, which is getting a lot of fans excited, especially after the sequel trilogy, which a lot of people didn't like, and a lot of fans, especially from the older movies that grew up with them, weren't very happy with what happened to Luke Skywalker in the sequel trilogy. But I never really agreed with them, and I've actually always liked the sequel trilogy movies. I thought they were pretty entertaining. But anyways, we're not talking about the movies themselves. Now we're talking about more specifically The Last Jedi and and how Luke behaved. So I'm just gonna tell you how Luke was in The Last Jedi. So he's kind of like this grumpy old man that was not willing to help his old friends and was just trying to lock himself off from everybody, and he didn't really believe in what he used to in the original trilogy, which made a lot of fans angry, and they were saying that it's not their Luke Skywalker, which is true, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. And I think considering what happened to him and what was explained in the movie of The Last Jedi, this change in his behavior and personality, I think, was actually pretty realistic. And I'll explain why later in the video. So let me explain first, sort of like what was Luke's thought process in The Last Jedi. So what happened was Rey was coming to Luke to try to get Luke to come help the Resistance. But then he didn't want to do it, so Rey kept trying to convince him. So Luke decided to give her some lessons about the Force, and he taught her what the Force really was and why he thought didn't just belong to the Jedi. And he also said that the Jedi's legacy is failure, and it was because of them that Darth Vader happened, that Anakin became Darth Vader, which is the truth. Because the Jedi were being too restraining on Anakin, they didn't let him go to save his mother, and she died because of that. And then after that, his wife Padme was going to die, and the only way to do it was to use dark side powers, which the Jedi would not allow. And they didn't even allow the marriage of Anakin and Padme in the first place, which made him even more angry, which turned him over to the dark side. So what happened with Luke is he used to believe in one thing, where the Jedi Order should have been reborn. But then after he learned more about the Jedi, and then he saw like dark things happening in Ben Solo's future, and then he just went, and Ben Solo went angry and burned the whole Jedi temple. That tipped him over to over the edge, and he became who he was in The Last Jedi. So why I was saying earlier in the video that I think that what happened to Luke in The Last Jedi, or how he was behaving, is actually realistic, because I've sort of experienced something similar in my real life. And this shows that people can change for the worse, but they can still redeem themselves and come back. And even though he was sort of right with that the Jedi's legacy was failure, he still, I think, should have came and helped people that needed him most. And he did that in the end. And I think even if that was not the intention of the filmmakers, that's sort of what I took away from it. And yeah, that's just my opinion, though. You can tell me yours in the comments. So thanks for watching. If you liked it, you can give it a like and subscribe for more content like this. And share it with all your Star Wars fan friends. Bye.